Okay, so the question I think came from Mallet. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yes, you are.
Great. Okay, Mallet wanted to know what kind of jobs can you get after you graduate from the health informatics program at George Brown College. What I put in the chat is the link to this matrix. It is from Digital Health Canada. You can check out the Digital Health Canada website. Digital Health Canada is the association for health informaticians in Canada. It's a not-for-profit. They organize conferences. They have networking events. They have volunteer opportunities. So they have here emerging professional level careers. That's what you're called when you're going to finish and go to work. Your first job in health informatics, you're going to be an emerging professional. So here are some of the jobs available to you. I strongly recommend that you look at this matrix and research what each one of these jobs means and see what interests you. Clinical informatics coordinator, probably you need a background in health for that. I've seen these jobs advertised. Sometimes they want a professional designation that you've kept it up, like RN, or not. It depends on the job and the organization. Junior business analyst. At George Brown College, you will learn business analysis. So here are the courses that are going to help you with that. So this is the web page for the health informatics program. Okay, thank you, Eugene. Okay, thanks for posting that information, appreciate it. So you see here that you have, can everybody see the program?
Yes, I can see.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
you can see.
Okay. So you see these two courses here, Foundations of Business Analysis Competencies and Techniques. And you see that Junior Business Analyst, also known as BA, Business Analysis BA, or you will be known as the Business Analyst, the BA. You'll see that it's a job here in the Canadian health system. Now you see the word business. It's not business in the sense of marketing, sales, finance, accounting, HR, management. That's not what business analyst means. Business analysis is a methodology where you're looking at someone's workflow. What do they do to get their job done? So by that, I mean, you're a physician, you want to record some patient information. Now, it used to be done on paper. When people moved over to computerized systems, the business analyst would look at how the physician is doing the recording of patient data on paper, and then analyzing that, which is known as analyzing the workflow, and then taking that workflow and seeing how it maps onto the computer system, the electronic medical record or the electronic health record. So, and then they would also see if mapping the flow, the workflow onto the computerized system could also lead to some improvements on how patient data is being recorded. That is one example of business analysis. Any questions on that? So like I said,
No questions.
I'm sorry, no questions?
No questions, yeah.
Great, thank you. So like I said, don't let that word business throw you off. It's just way back when this term was invented, it was businesses who looked at their workflow to see what could be improved. It's moved over into all areas of industry and healthcare, business analysis. So that's why it's called business analysis. So that's one of the jobs you can get. Now, the thing about business analysis, if you all have a healthcare background, it is a bit of a shock for people with a medical background, regardless of what it is: nurse, physician, surgeon, physiotherapist, occupational therapist, personal support worker. It's a bit of a shock when you get into the BA courses. It's a whole new way of thinking for you. It takes you about 4 weeks to get used to what the business analysis course is about, how you can use it. So just stick with it for those 4 weeks, and after that, it gets better. All of the health sciences people who've come to the program, who've learned how to do the BA job, they all have that similar experience. If you find yourself struggling a little bit with the BA courses, don't worry, everyone struggles with it at the beginning. Now we're going to talk about your third semester, which is the placement semester. You'll either get a co-op or work integrated project. All of the students who've been through this program, who've gone to work, who've been in their placement semester, 99.99% of them all say the same thing. Those BA courses were very useful to me. I use them every day to do my placement. Then when they go to work full time, I use the BA courses every day to do my work. So you can see that business analyst is a very important function in the career that you're going to transition to as a health informatician. Project management is another course that you will be taking. You see that it is in your first semester as well, project management. All implementations of computer systems in the healthcare sector require a project. Project management will teach you how to initiate a project, how to plan a project, how to drop a schedule for the project, how to see where the dependencies are when you're executing the project. This is another important function as a health informatician. In project management, as an emerging professional, you will either have a job as project coordinator or program coordinator. Not too much difference between the two. The program coordinator probably has a few more projects to do. One of our alumni, who's now working at Sick Kids, she's the project coordinator for 8 projects. Now, I know that sounds overwhelming. Our program teaches you how to do many things at once, how to do many projects at once. You'll see in semester 1, you have 7 courses. In semester 2, you have 6. You will have group assignments throughout the 2 semesters. Now, the purpose of the group assignments is to teach you how to do time management and how to juggle many projects at once, and how to also work with many different groups. Health informatics is an interdisciplinary effort. When you go to work, you'll be working with clinicians, you'll be working with IT people, you'll be working with other business analysts, you'll be working with the project manager. You're going to have all these people to work with. You won't be doing your own thing all by yourself. Now, Eugene gave us his background, and I'm going to guess, Eugene, that you worked on many projects at the same time with many different people. So that's good, because you've got that under your belt. For people who are dentists, many dentists work in solo practice, and they're not used to having, many different people on their project team. One of our current second semester students, she talked about that yeah, she used to work on her own mostly, and she comes to this program and she has to work with many different people. That was a whole new learning experience for her. So that is why we have you work in group projects, juggle all of that, and also makes you excellent at time management. The student that I mentioned to you, the alumni who's now at Sick Kids, working on 8 different projects, coordinating 8 different projects. The skills, the time management skills she acquired here help her with that. And time management is what you call a soft skill. Another skill you will acquire during the program is written skills. Writing is so important in the workplace. And you're going to be writing many, many emails. Writing clearly, concisely will help you be understood when you send an email to someone, or many people. The other skill you will acquire is presentation skills, oral presentation skills. All of these courses require you to work in a team and prepare a presentation and get up in front of everyone and speak. This is something you will do as well when you go to work. You will go to work, you will be in meetings, you'll have to speak up, you'll have to present your ideas, you'll have to talk about issues the project has encountered. If you have a solution, you can propose it. If not, you can explain the issue to people and say, what are our next steps? Giving you the comfort to speak up in a group is why we have you do so many group projects with presentations, because it reflects what you're going to do in the real world. Think of your program as an apprenticeship. Yes, unpaid, that's true, unpaid apprenticeship, but think of it as an apprenticeship to prepare you to go to work as a health informatician. Another job you might do is training coordinator. We had some students go to one of the hospitals on co-op where they were trained in the hospital information system that was being used at the hospital. And then they in turn trained the clinicians how to use the health information system at that hospital. Now, I know, for you, you're like, oh my goodness, I've never done that before. That's kind of scary. This is why we give you those oral presentation skills, why we want you to do those group presentations so that you're comfortable presenting in front of a group. So training coordinator was one of the co-op positions, and some alumni of the program have gone on to do this as a full-time job, doing the training. Product analyst is something now that is more and more in demand, especially if you go work at a vendor's company, or if you go work at a startup, you will be a product analyst. Analysis and evaluation, data coordinator. You will take a course in the second semester that will help you with health data standards, help you with data governance. You'll also be taking some programming. You'll also be acquiring some programming skills during your second semester that revolve around data coordinator, data analysis. Junior data scientists, I don't see our graduates doing that too much. Information management, privacy coordinator, you will in your second semester have a course, health information legislation, privacy and security. So this will prepare you to work in Ontario with the law that is used in Ontario to protect personal health information in an electronic environment. Data coordinator, junior data scientist, health records coordinator, that's more if you have the health information management program, if you've done that program. Information technology, if you're very technical and very adept at technology, you could be service desk analyst. Testing analyst is something that we will teach you in semester 2. It's in the Comp 4033 course. You will learn how to test software. Applications analyst, this is where you will be trained on the system that is used in either the hospital or if you're at a vendor's that your clients use. We had one of the first co-ops ever. The student went to a company called Alaya Care. They are a vendor. They sell home health services software to the home health services company so that they can schedule people and keep track of where they are. So this student went to Alaya Care on Co-op. They trained her on how to use their software. And she would answer calls from clients. They needed to know, how do I do this thing with the software? Where is the function to do this other thing? That's called apps or applications analyst. Tech analyst can sometimes be a mix of service desk and apps analyst. I haven't seen too many tech analysts coming out of the program and getting that as a job. Product analyst, you see this here as well. This is where you would be more interfacing with clients. They tell you what they want from the software. You would propose some changes to the software. Product analyst. Patient flow coordinator, that is a job that you could get afterwards. Patient safety coordinator, we do talk about patient safety in the program, but not enough of a background to do patient safety coordinator. So these are the sorts of jobs that you could get. And you see how the courses that you're taking can help you get those jobs. Okay, any questions or remarks on what I just said? All right. So you see how busy you will be during the program. For people who work full-time, it's difficult to do this program. You're working full-time, and then you have all of your colleagues in the program asking you when you're available to do the group assignments. If you work part-time, it's a little easier to do the program. So I just want to mention that. For people who come into the program, I think you have 2 weeks to decide if you're going to stay or if you're going to drop it. There's no shame in looking at all of this work and thinking, oh, it's not for me. I just can't do this right now. I have too many other obligations outside of school. That's fine. You can always come back. You're always welcome back to the program. You will have quite a few classes, quite a few courses. You'll have 3 courses in what software is currently being used in either hospitals or clinics. So you'll have 2 courses on that: healthcare information technology and health informatics and clinical practice 1. Healthcare system, that is to teach you about the healthcare system in Canada and also in particular in Ontario, because you're at a college in Ontario, so most likely you will be working in Ontario. Okay.
I have one question.
Sure.
Excuse me. Is the market demand for this job high in Canada? Because I don't know about the situation in Canada.
That I can't tell you if it's good or bad. Hospital budgets are dependent on government funding. So that is a market variable that is not predictable. And I don't want to tell you all that you're going to get jobs. I can't guarantee that. I cannot make that promise. I will not make that promise.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. People do get jobs. Sometimes the graduates are unemployed for 6 months to a year before they get anything. Not to discourage you, but also I want to be honest with you, and I just want to let you know that happens. All right, the other thing I have to let you know is the college does not guarantee a co-op. I want to make you aware of that. The college does not guarantee a co-op. You will see here courses, semester 1, semester 2, co-op or work integrated project. And for the 3rd semester, here is some information. Okay, health informatics. Okay. Oh, then it goes back to the program. Okay. So you're in the School of Computer Technology. Here's some information. Okay, now all of you have to register for work integrated project in semester 3 through StuView. People who get a co-op will then be transferred to the co-op co-op work placement. Co-op job search. All students are expected to conduct a self-directed co-op search based on the following criteria. Okay, so you see this. You're expected to conduct a co-op job search. Okay, now I just want to tell you that LinkedIn is going to be very useful to you for this. If you don't know what LinkedIn is, it is social media, but it is social media for a professional community. You're not going to see people posting about what Taylor Swift's done recently. You're not going to see anybody post about the new James Bond movie or whatever the new popular culture thing is. What you're going to see is oh, good. I wanted to connect with that lady. Great. What you're going to see is this is a place where you can connect with people. You're going to connect with people like you. You're going to connect with people who are managers. You're going to connect with your colleagues here at school. Okay. And they also have a jobs tab. This is coming up for me because I'm a bit more senior than you. But you put co-op in there, and the current co-ops that are available will come up, and you can refine that by saying co-op health. Okay, no matching jobs found, so sometimes it's best just to put in co-op. There's also Indeed, which is another job search website. Okay. And we also organize networking night events for you. And if it's not an event that we've organized, I usually send out to the students. If I see some networking event that could be useful to you, I let you know about it. I send out an email about it. You will is expected to conduct a self-directed co-op search. The reason I have LinkedIn on here is that we bring a lot of guest speakers into the program. Connect with those guest speakers afterwards. Don't ask them right off the bat, do you have a co-op? Networking is about getting to know the other person. So after the guest speaker leaves, connect with them on LinkedIn, let them know that you really enjoyed their presentation and that there was one particular area that you want to know more about, and see if they want to meet for a coffee or Zoom chat. That is the beginning of networking. This is how you build up your network. In your 2nd semester, right now it's still in the 2nd semester, this course, we're going to move it to the 1st semester. That won't be till 2025. You will have a course, career planning and portfolio development. This course teaches you how to write a cover letter, how to write a resume, and you will be doing mock interviews. Now you might be saying, well, you know, I have a resume, I have a cover letter, help me get a job. Yes, that's true. But you're now transitioning to a new career. What this course will do is help you tailor your resume and your cover letter to your new career in health informatics. I also showed you in your third semester, you have work integrated project. That is a course with me. For work integrated project, I try to find opportunities for you, and work integrated project is unpaid. I try to find opportunities for you that are the same as getting a co-op, meaning you would do a health informatics type placement. It would either be project coordinator or testing or business analysis. Those are the sorts of placements, I've been able to find for the students. That way, when you go for your first entry-level job, you have some experience to put on your resume. Okay, any questions on that? I know it might be a bit of a shock to you that the college doesn't guarantee a co-op, but as I said before, market conditions are what drive the availability of co-ops. Okay, I can see you're all thinking, even though I can't see you, I can sense you're all thinking about what I just said.
How did you know?
How do I know? Because I've been doing this since 2018. It's like 6 years. And all the students are like, how am I going to find a job? That's a reasonable question.
So is that hard to find a co-position for students?
It is.
Uh,
It is
is.
because
So
they're
there
not
will be some
many.
students they can't find a co by themselves, then they have. So what they will do if they can't
Okay.
find a co by themselves?
So the college also works towards finding co-op opportunities for students. So after this meeting, I'm meeting with an organization to see if they have co-ops for students and what that means. Next week, I'm contacting another organization because they had told me last year in the fall that they're interested in co-op students. I'm going to contact them next week and ask them if we can start the conversation. One of our students works at a healthcare organization, a hospital in the west of Toronto. And we spoke with, when I say we, I mean me and the person from the co-op office, spoke to the chief information officer of that organization in January. And that person is very interested in bringing on co-op students for the summer. So the person in the co-op office and myself, it's a continuous search to see who would be interested in bringing students on board, either paid co-op, unpaid co-op, or work integrated project, which is with me, work integrated project. Work integrated project is 240 hours in your third semester. Unpaid co-op is 240 hours. Paid co-op is 360 minimum, up to 600 hours maximum. So I'm on LinkedIn almost all the time looking for stuff for you. Not bragging or anything, but that's what I do. Yesterday, I went to a conference. Some of the students were there. I introduced the students to people. Oh, these are my students. They're looking for co-op for the summer. Do you have anything, or do you know of anything? Would you be interested in talking about the students and what they can offer you during the co-op? It's a never-ending search. So we expect you to try. You expect us to try. So we're both trying to get you that opportunity for your third semester.
Okay, thank you.
You're
At
welcome.
least that is the good news.
The good news? What's the good news?
That we can try, and you can also try for us. Is the good
Yes,
news.
definitely. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yesterday at the conference, I ran into a gentleman that I'd seen at the beginning of, it wasn't at the beginning of the year, sorry, that I saw in October last fall, a gentleman I saw last October at another networking event that we actually hosted at the Waterfront campus. This is an organization called ELF, Emerging Leaders Forum. You might want to check them out. Here, I'm going to put this in here. This is a not-for-profit, volunteer-run. One of the people who leads it, he's very enthusiastic about health informatics and helping students. Have a look at that website. So I went to their event in October. I met someone there, talked to him about co-ops. I saw him yesterday. I sat him down with one of my students. He said, I'm looking for someone who could do workflow analysis. You know what I was just talking about, business analysis, workflow analysis. You also learn more about that in your Comp 4080 course, knowledge management and clinical decision making. I sat him down with my student. He said, I need someone who can do workflow analysis. I said, the student just demonstrated that because that student was there presenting one of their projects at the conference. If there's an opportunity for you to present at a conference, I will let you know about it. So she showed the man that I knew what she'd just been doing, what she had been demonstrating. He's like, hey, I need someone like that. See, so as much as possible, we try to put you in touch with people. And not guaranteeing it's gonna come out to anything, but at least we're trying. Okay.
Okay, like
Yeah.
I have a lot of questions. Sorry, guys.
Okay, sorry, before you ask your question, I do want to say, you see this Emerging Leader Forum? They're looking for people to help out as volunteers. This is a great way to network with people. Digital Health Canada, Emerging Leaders Forum. HIMSS. These are all places, I know you're going to be very busy during the semester. You're going to have a lot to do. However, these are all places where you can volunteer and start networking, because that is a great way to try to find a co-op, whether paid or unpaid. Okay, question time.
Yeah, thank you. It's about the work permit. Actually, I already have the work permit, but I see the offer, it's demand like we should apply for the co permit. So should I like apply for a co permit again, or my work permit will work for it?
Okay, for that, you should contact Mariana Razak. She is a contact for international students. She works in the International Center. She can help you with those questions. I am not trained in the IRCC rules for work permits, but Mariana knows all of that stuff. So she can help you with your question.
Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? It sounded like there were a lot.
Yeah, I don't know. Can you hear me?
I'm sorry?
Hello?
Yeah.
Can you hear me, please? Yes. Since based on the question she asked, so I actually wanted to ask about this immigration policy, this new policy, how it affects this new intake, like we that are coming in, how this new policy affects us.
I don't have any information on that. I'm sorry. That all I can say is that decision by the government took everybody by surprise.
All
But
right.
you could contact Mariana Razak to see if she has any information. Because I don't. And like I said, we were all surprised by this announcement, and we're all trying to adjust. It's upsetting because it did disrupt a lot of people's lives. I'll just say that. It was a very upsetting announcement. But don't let that stop you from applying. Apply as soon as possible. Demand for the program is high. You'll see on the website that that applications are open for the fall. Okay, so don't let that stop you from applying. Give it a shot.
Yeah.
Any other
Question
question?
for you.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is there any person that we could contact in regards to like questions for like admissions or application for this program?
If you're an international student,
I am not international student, but I'm not a Canadian citizen.
you're not so what do you mean you're not an international student then?
I already applied for PR. I'm waiting for it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
Yeah.
All right. So just a second. Okay, this is the that's the email for international admissions if you have questions on that. For the domestic admissions, hold on. It's if you have questions on domestic admissions, but if you're waiting for your PR, you won't be able to apply as a domestic student. You have to have the PR to apply as a domestic student.
Okay, so I'll send the international admissions then.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
That's it for me. Thank you so much, Therese.
You're welcome. Okay, so I guess you've all seen the announcement from Nick Sardo. Thank you for attending. The main room is going to be open. This room is going to close soon.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so this
Great
is
weekend.
me. I'm not going to remember your name. Don't be insulted. If you join the program, I'm not going to remember your name. It's just, I'm terrible with names. So I will do my best, but but I hope to see you in the fall. Good luck with your applications.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye.